Ah, shit. So, I kinda hate driving. The idea of it was always just very scary to me. Maybe it's because I had one too many dreams of my parents taking us somewhere by car and they suddenly disappear from the front seats, and it was up to me to make sure that we don't get into an accident. Which we always did. There are a lot of things to be afraid of when you're driving. You could crash, someone could crash into you, you can hit an old lady, you can get a flat tire in the middle of a highway, you can crash because there's a murderous old lady that's stuck into your car and she stabs you in the middle of the highway. There are countless fears, countless. So, when I learned that the date that I started driving was coming ever closer, I was petrified. I don't know about you guys, but learning the ways of the road was like really difficult for me, especially the permit tests, which is that written exam you'll have to take before you can even touch the wheel. And I failed twice on that. Listen, I'm not good at keeping information in my brain, okay? I'm dumb, I know. And I was able to remember all the signs and the traffic lights and all that, but everything else is just mush, and I forgot about all of it already. But anyways, I got my permit on the third try. But that was just the easy part. Up until this point, I didn't even need to get on the driver's seat yet. I had to get lessons from a teacher, which went fine for the most part, but I always had to have a cushion with me when driving with him because I was too small to see the road of the car. And that hasn't changed, so that's great. My booster seat years are just never gonna end, are they? After I graduated from my driving school, my dad had to teach me the best route to drive to my university, since I had to drive by myself at some point. And one of the routes required me to turn a sharpish left. Okay, now slow down. I didn't slow down, my foot didn't leave the accelerator, and I was just speeding towards the turn, completely willing to take the turn at that ludicrous speed. My dad started to become more frantic because I was being an idiot and started yelling, "Slow down! Slow down!" And I still didn't slow down. He had to literally take the wheel and save us from slamming into a pole. He thought I was trying to kill him. Sorry, Abba. Throughout all that, I have gotten better at driving, but I was still scared of it. I didn't want to drive at all because I was paranoid about dying on the road, which was a problem because, I had to drive to school. Before I got my license, my mom had to come with me when I went to university because we used the same car and she needed to drive to work. And I would always try to make an excuse to why she should drive and not me. Ummi, it's too rainy outside. Can you drive me? It's too windy. Can you drive me? It's too sunny outside. Please drive me. And she was pretty much at her limit because I was being a dumb coward who was afraid of touching the wheel. Of course, I managed to get used to driving, and without a doubt, I was feeling more confident with my skills. But that was only because I was used to someone else being with me when I was driving. As soon as I got my license, it was legal for me to drive by myself, which meant, yeah, I may have my license now, but that doesn't mean I'm completely ready to drive on my own, right? I still need a couple of weeks driving with an adult. I still have a lot to learn. Actually, maybe I need a month or two. Yeah, right, Ummi? 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 With that said, the first time I drove by myself was the scariest time of my life. I was shaking, hyperventilating, just staring at the road, terrified of even blinking. I had to talk to myself to calm myself down, and I get the feeling that anyone who saw me through the window thought I was some sort of rambling nutcase. But when I made it to school and parked, I stopped shaking, and I just sat there. And I realized I did it successfully, and I didn't die. It was probably the biggest accomplishment of my life, driving without dying, and it still is. Do I still get nervous when driving? Yes, absolutely. I could drive by myself just fine, but I turn into a rolling disaster whenever I take a wrong turn. Why? I have this really bad habit of freezing up when a regular routine of mine is changed. Like my mind just blanks. So if I take one wrong turn, Jesus, take the wheel because it sure feels like I'm not holding it. I nearly hit a pole a few times. I broke a tire. I nearly hit another pole twice. But at least I know that in the hypothetical circumstance of my parents disappearing from the front seats with no one at the wheel, I'll know what to do. Okay, so first of all, I know it's been a while, and I'd like to apologize for that. I have been burnt out, and I have been distracted, and that is completely my fault. But I want to do better, so I'm gonna keep on making videos. I'm gonna be way faster. So thank you for watching, and I will get started on the next video. I'm excited to keep going. God, I say a lot, don't I? See, I should probably script these end cards from now on. Anyway, I will pop in later. Goodbye.